What's up, guys? Jeff Cavalier, AthleteX.com. Today I want to talk to you about low back pain that you shouldn't have. You see, a lot of people have low back pain, and most of all it's because we're not doing the things we should on a daily basis to make sure we don't have it. Low back pain is almost always a symptom of something else. All right, so if we look at the low back, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Now, first of all, there's a couple different types of pain. If you have anything related to nerve root pain or disc pain, that's a different issue. Right, you need to get checked out by somebody to make sure and rule that out because there's a different treatment plan. But what I'm going to show you here today actually would help with a disc. Right? But beyond that, more often than not, all back pain, most often, is not surgically treated. What we talk about is we have even some nerve pain that resolves with exercise. And a lot of times, we're talking about muscles. There are a lot of muscles here in the back. Deep muscles, even more superficial muscles. All these muscles get tight because of a couple things. Number one, the issues are derived from something below the issue here. So your symptoms of back pain are coming from something down below. If you lack mobility in the hip, this is supposed to be a mobile joint. It's a ball and socket. You should have a lot of mobility there. If you don't, we look for mobility somewhere else, and most often we look right above in the kinetic chain, and we try to create some mobility from the lumbar spine. That is not a good idea. You want your mobility to come from the hips, to come from the thoracic spine, not from here. And if you do that, the muscles in the low back say, shit, I just gave you mobility, now I gotta try to control that because I really wanna be stable, and they get tight and they spasm, and that causes discomfort. We can't have that. Instead, what we wanna do is make sure that the low back itself is strong and stable. But guess what happens? If the hips aren't strong, or the muscles around the hips, the glutes aren't strong, then the low back tries to do the work of that, and that's a problem. So let me show you what I do. This is kind of funny, and this is what I want you to start doing every day. And I say every day because this is something I've done every day and didn't even realize it until Jesse pointed it out. What I do is we'll be talking about a video we're going to do. Like, hey, Jesse, what do we want to cover next? When's that great intro of yours coming out? You know, by the way, when is that great intro of yours coming out?
2020.
2020. See, this is ridiculous. Drag it. So I'll come over here and I'll do this as we speak. You know, and I'll just kind of like, not even thinking about it, knock off about 10 or 12 high quality repetitions. And I stop and Jesse's like, what did you say? What are you doing?
I asked, are you being fidgety right now? I see you do this all
He does a nervous tick. I don't always do it here in the gym. The beauty about this exercise, this is a reverse hyperextension. The reverse hyperextension can be done anywhere. It can be done there. It can be done here on a bench, like this, straight down, hold on to the bench, and lift up into full extension, driving from the glutes. I'll talk about that in a second. It can be done on the edge of a bed, like I do. The reason why I use it and why I encourage you to use it every day is because you need to get a stronger low back. Those muscles are not strong enough. Posturally, we put them through a beating. You need to get a stronger low back, but it has to be driven from below. Because what we need to do is drive strength from the bottom up. The kinetic chain goes from the bottom up. The glutes have to be strong first. You initiate with the glutes, you support with the low back, with the lumbar spine. So I come from here, and now I initiate right here. Squeeze the glutes together first into extension, and then lift up the rest of the way using the low back. Feed it from the bottom up. This is not a difficult movement. It's not going to be overwhelmingly difficult for you. It is conducive to being done every day. Do it every day. One set of 10 high-quality repetitions. Do it again at a later point in the day. As you accumulate more of these high-quality repetitions, I guarantee you, if you have back pain right now that is driven from muscular weakness, this is going to go away. Your issues will go away. I promise you. And again, my secondary sort of attention to what it is that I do every day sometimes goes amiss. This is something that I think has been incredibly powerful for me. About 4 times in my life I've had back issues. 4 times that lasted maybe a day or two at most. And I'm almost 45 years old. So I don't think you have to have back pain. If you train your body the way it's meant to be, if you don't overlook the weaknesses in the kinetic chain, your back pain will be a thing of the past. If you know somebody that has back pain, show them this exercise. Show them that they can do it anywhere, on the edge of a couch. This is not limited. There's no excuses here. Anybody and everybody can do this. Do I love it as much as the face pull? For this purpose, I do. This is my face pull for your low back. I promise you, you're going to see great benefits from it if you do it. If you're looking for a program where we don't overlook anything, guys, you can find that over at AthleteX. As a physical therapist, I value these things because I know that once these problems arise, they're going to cut you out at your knees, and you're not going to be able to train at all. We don't want that. I want you to be able to train long and train right. You can get them in our programs at athletenext.com. In the meantime, if you found the video helpful, if you're going to try this out, let me know. Let me know how it works for you. And also, if you haven't already done so, guys, please click subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video when we put one out. All right, guys. Jesse, work on that damn intro.